The Matrix, can we really build a simulated reality? Science explained a matrix-like world requires overcoming two massive scientific and engineering hurdles. One, the computational challenge, simulating a world to create a simulation that is truly indistinguishable from reality. A future civilization would need to simulate a vast and complex universe, the scale of computing needed. Atomic fidelity. The simulation would need to calculate the position, velocity, and interactions of every atom or even subatomic particle within a simulated Earth, the solar system, and the relevant parts of the universe at least on a local scale. Even simulating the unbonded forces of a single human body for 1 second is estimated to require a computational power scale difference of 1049
Oh my
compared to a
god.
modern high-end graphics card. The tricks of simulation. Proponents of the simulation hypothesis like philosopher Nick Bostrom argue that a highly advanced civilization could use tricks to cut corners, only rendering things when observed by a simulated consciousness. The microscopic structure of the Earth's interior could be omitted. Distant astronomical objects could be highly compressed datasets. Fine-grained physics could be filled in ad hoc only when a simulated mind focuses on a microscopic phenomenon. A digital twin of reality. The current development of digital twin technology creating real-time virtual models of buildings, cities, or even industrial processes shows an early, very limited ambition to simulate reality. Scaling this to a whole world with conscious entities is exponentially more difficult too. The neurological challenge, interfacing with consciousness. The simulation isn't just a world. It's a world that feels real to a conscious mind. This requires a full bandwidth bidirectional brain-computer interface BCI, total sensory input. The BCI must bypass all of your natural senses and feed digital signals directly into the sensory processing centers of the brain. It would need to perfectly simulate. Sight and sound current VR handles this relatively well. Touch, pain, temperature, and taste extremely complex, as it involves stimulating many different areas of the somatosensory cortex, proprioception and balance, the internal sense of where your body parts are. Output and control. It must also work in reverse, reading the intent from the brain's motor cortex and translating it into actions for the simulated avatar. Non-invasiveness vs fidelity. Current BCIs are either non-invasive like EEG, safe but low bandwidth and poor resolution, invasive like Neuralink, high bandwidth and precise, but require brain surgery. The matrix-level interface requires an invasive total immersion system, far beyond what is medically acceptable or technologically capable today. Conclusion. The philosophical argument, the question of whether a future civilization could build the matrix, is often reframed as the probability that we are already in one. Philosopher Nick Bostrom's simulation argument suggests a trilemma. Extinction. Human-level civilizations almost always go extinct before becoming post-human, that is, capable of running ancestor simulations. Lack of interest. Post-human civilizations are not interested in running ancestor simulations. High probability. If they do reach that stage and are interested, the sheer number of simulated minds they could create would vastly outnumber the single base reality generation. Therefore, the odds are overwhelmingly high that we are living in a simulation. While the computational and neurological challenges seem insurmountable from our current perspective, they might be trivial for a civilization just a few centuries more advanced than us. The only thing preventing the matrix from being built is either lack of sufficient power or a moral choice not to build it.